Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just do it.
You can't touch this. Can't touch this. You can't touch it. I told you, homeboy, you can't touch this. Yeah, that's how we living, and you know you can't touch this.
Happy Saturday to all you misfits. What are we looking at? We're looking at something from my absolute favorite brewery. I hope they don't go out of business. This is from Warrior Brewing. It's called Patriot. It's a juicy, hazy IPA. And it weighs in at 6.7%. Why does it seem almost everything I've had from them lately? I mean, that was a fairly aggressive pour, and there's no when I opened up the can. On some beers, that would be overflowing on the floor right now. I mean, never seen this before, so I'm assuming that it's hasn't been out that long, and or I got art by a U.S. Air Force vet. 2711 West Superior Street. An absolute shitty location. And I don't see a date anywhere on here. But I know it hasn't been out long enough that this could have possibly gone bad. Unless it started off life that way. Little bit of a fruitiness to it, but yet still some hoppiness to it. So, cheers. Fairly light feeling on the carbonation. Has a nice dry bitter finish to it. Not much of a fruitiness on the taste. Kind of almost a caramelized kind of thing, like when a beer sits and ages too much. No, there is no kind of a born on date of any kind on here. Okay, got a package in. Better read a comment first. On Madness, Nick from Canada, eh? Did I hear you correctly? Did you say you don't really want any whiskey? Who are you, and what have you done with the real drunken Mick? Good to see you succumb to peer pressure. Nevertheless, happy freaking Friday. Okay, so you're behind. A little behind. Yeah, so both those were toy guns. Cold-hearted bastard being the first in. Does it mix? Well, does it? 2 thumbs up and 2 shots, followed by him on his other account with 2 thumbs up and 4 shots. So if we just followed what he had alone, we'd be pooched by the time I got to Smile Money saying third. And then he says, Cold-hearted bastard says second, evening Smile Money. And evening and still no miles. I'm about to file a missing persons report. Yeah, he's been really busy. Din says, does water mix with a ration heater? Well, does it? And we won't know today. So, sorry, okay, what's in the box? What's in the? And since I was up in my bug out / get home bag, I think I'd mostly classify it as a get home. I mean, I really don't have. Alice is all about not taking no of any kind for an answer. So, the Gerber LMF, which is in there with her. It seems how there's enough plastic on this box to. Oh, it's also for Eric Ebomiewicz. You just got dissed. Okay. At least it's nice to know that none of this shit gets wasted. Okay. Milk Stash, Double Milk Stash, Pistachio Double Milk Stout brewed with chocolate, weighing in at 9%. Sounds yummy. Heavy Bots of Lead. Whew, 11%. It's a Heavy Bots of Lead Imperial Stout flavored ale. An ale brewed with cocoa and vanilla. Best served between 48 and 55 degrees. Black Science, a Russian Imperial Stout. 13%. Oh, jeez. St. Hubans, West Coast style 3X IPA celebrating our 11th anniversary. So were they creative and made this 11%? Yes, they did. Future Kill, Future Kill. Android Theory, a hazy triple IPA, weighing in at 10%. Some of these have some pretty wicked art on them. Grome Gang, Belgian style blonde ale, weighing in at 9.5% from Omegang. I haven't had anything from them in a long time. Phase 3. Culture, batch 13. I love it when they put like dark on dark. 11.9%. What is this? What style? Imperial Stout Peanut Butter Marshmallow. Whew. Vitus. The first 10 that I ever gave out was the Vitus. Manhattan Shine. Amber ale with black cherry, orange flavors, and caramel color. 12%. Another one from Amagang. Bourbon barrel aged. This so far has been like the heavy hitters collection. And 2 more. Obolon. The first Ukrainian beer. 12%. A lager beer that's 12%. Jesus God. Obolon? Obolon Brewery, Kiev, Ukraine. Famous Ukrainian beer. Brewed with old world recipes using the finest ingredients. Okay, so 2 for I was wondering what I was going to review tomorrow. I was actually saving this to review with Matt, but you can see how that worked out. So yeah, I grabbed a few things out of Alice's kit. We got Alice, we got the Gerber, and haven't had the FN 57 out recently, and that of course is up in the kit. And of course Jay's lovely "I don't care what you're wearing when you approach me. If it's bad intent, well, Nancy, good luck." Okay. NIHAP, thank you for the restock. Now it's like, what do I do tomorrow? I suppose, right off the bat, I will try to save the twofers in case Matt comes to do a review, or when he does, unless of course he brings his own beer to review, which we have been known to double up. Okay, Rich Huff says, "Cheers all." Cheers, Rich. And Cold-Hearted Bastard says, "Cheers." I'm sure that's supposed to say Rich. Bad says, "Evenings, Captain." And Cold-Hearted Bastard gives him 2 shots. Zeus says, "Does it mix?" Yeah, that was actually then Zeus says, "Cheers, Captain." Cheers, Zeus. That was actually an overall a good Does It Mix session. I liked the 2 different combinations of mixing them together, and then then adding the strawberry cheesecake. For me, the strawberry cheesecake was just kind of void of a little thing I call flavor. So it was nice to add a beer that brought some flavor, because the Founders is definitely the one of the three of them that packs the punch for the flavors. Cold-hearted Bastard says, if you would just move south, you wouldn't have to have all that shit to plug in your car. This is true. That's probably the difference between where the car actually came from, which would be, my guess is, from southern Minnesota. Along with, it does have a couple of areas, like the bottom of the rear hatch has some surface rust starting, and I think one of the doors had something, but you can tell that car had not been up here. Then again, I think Subarus resist the rusting a little bit better than Chevrolet and Dodge and those. Smell on a tiny little knife. Cute. Just a keychain knife. KB Roberts, 8 deep on the comments. Breaking records 2024. Bad. Did you get the remote start for the Subaru? Nope, I did not. That's all based on money. A little something that I do not have. I'm doing okay. Doing my own thing right now, but it's not giving me the ability to put a little extra aside. If I wouldn't have just jumped from the airplane without the parachute, I could have the longest it would have taken would have been 5 weeks. So a month and a week for me to put aside enough money to have paid for the remote start. If I would have probably more likely it would have taken me 2.5 weeks. But I will not be pulling off getting the remote start for it between probably now and spring. So, unless of course, yeah, I'll just count out the whole lottery win possibility. So, anybody that caught the Locked and Loaded last night, it was entertaining. Little thing I call unauthorized guests. Oh, I also little something I know Jeremy loves. Jeremy, guess what showed up last night? I'm only going to go through this fast because I am entertained by the few of you that actually comment, Mike, on if it was your money, if you would be happy, ecstatic, or just downright disappointed. There was 7 items this month, and I kind of would have to say I classify it as mostly working, usable stuff, which I like that. I would say there's only one thing in here that I would trade for of equal value from another kit. But having said that, it is rather unique and does have possibilities. As a matter of fact, I just got done watching an interview with an operator, and he was talking about this exact same thing. But I'll do them in the order for which they are pictured. Number one is the Beast Wash Rugged Beast Bar. I think I might have another bar of this that came from a battle box. Number two is another Sizivi knife, and like almost every knife I've ever received from them, I am actually impressed. What I like about this one is it seems to lean more towards something that would be something that you generally would want to carry. It has aluminum scales, and they are on both sides, which is a big plus for me. A very deep riding pocket clip, and it is reversible, so you can have it either left or right tip up. And this is one of these ones that has the little button right there. It retains the blade, and it's also the lock mechanism on it. So if you press the button and flick it at the same time, yeah, I know this is actually faster to deploy than my out the front, and yet that would be more of a violation for me than carrying a handgun, because the government does make no sense as long as they can prosecute people. So I did like the knife. And of course, if it's something that you're generally going to be carrying right away, all the extra fluff that you get, a cloth for wiping it down, the zip-up case, there's a sticker of a knife in there, just like one of the last ones that I received from them. Next is the operator survival tool. I have purchased probably at least 4 of these that I have liked so much. I have had them be giveaway items, and what I like about this one is it's everything from a bolt, clean your carrier and your bolt, right down to it also has the castle nut wrench in it. I do like these. I'm not sure where they all are, but they are. I didn't want to have to open this one in case this one ends up being another giveaway item or something, but I know I think I have 2 of those, or maybe I gave one of those away, but I have a couple of different kinds, and I thought I actually had one in Alice's cleaning kit, but I actually have the real. It's more like a multi-tool, so it has more shit on it. Another useful item, I actually already have 2 of these, because Christine said in the event that we have to filter our water. I don't want you giving away any of these, but it's you just pull this section up and out of this section. You put your pond water, swamp water, lake water, whatever you put in it. Turn the valve turn this valve, which is also your drinking end. You turn it a half a turn, and then you slide the assembly down into it, and it's got the big filter inside of it, so it forces everything from the outer into the inner, and then makes it drinkable immediately by filtering it. I can't remember how many times you can do that before you have to change the filter, but the big filter in the bottom of it, and I don't think there's any pictures of it, big filter on the bottom of it after so many uses, and it was actually quite a lot of them. You just throw that away and get another one, and I don't think the filters were too bad in price. At least, of course, everything was not too bad in price before the Biden administration, aka Obama 3, destroyed the fucking country for whatever reason that they would not care about American citizens in our country, but that's on them. The Ben Shot 11-ounce mug with the Crate Club symbol etched in it. The item that I was saying maybe I would trade for, but under the right scenario, would be this hat. And that's because it is packed with a bunch of different compartments inside. Three compartments right here that are Velcro, so you could put like a key or something smaller right here, some money right here. There's also this front one that opens up. And like I said, I was listening to a guy who's been like special ops, and he talked about how having a hat, someplace you can keep identification and money where it's generally doesn't just look like it's on you. And the last item, which I also think is pretty damn cool, and that's the Gray Ghost gear. It's got the kind of the built-in plastic stuff, so you could hang it in molly webbing, and it has its own molly webbing. And then inside is all sorts of different options. You can use it with the tie down like this to have it be like something that sits open. Otherwise, it's got all sorts of different compartments and stuff inside of it. Every time I get something like this, I always say how much I like these. And as of this moment in time, I'm not sure I have a single one of these in use, but this might actually replace Alice's gun cleaning kit. The only problem is the kit that I have actually has the steel rods. What I should probably do is switch Alice over to the one that uses the cable, and then I'd be able to get the whole cleaning kit and everything to fit in something this size. So that was the February Crate Club. So does that mean it was good or bad? I need to know before I pour a shot in your name. And, oh, now I'm behind on 2. Bad? Now I'm behind on 2 of your videos. I knew I forgot to do something. Mike just had to have his MnDOT physical, and his blood pressure is low. His everything that should be messed up with him wasn't. And the physician asked if he smoked or drank, and he said occasionally. Smile Money, Carrie Lake. I wish you could read and understand. I like Carrie Lake. Yeah, that's why you keep going on and on about how she's full of bullshit. You didn't listen to the interview. Lake repeatedly rebuffs him and says she wouldn't do it for $1 billion. Actually, I thought she said $1 million was the offering. She also stated in the interview about the recording, and she recorded it. She did say that. Well, it's quite obvious she said that, because she thought DeWitt was going to threaten her with violence. When he didn't, she never even listened to the tape, but set it aside for 11 months. Oh, speaking of that, though, as of right now, and this is Google, this isn't like something you can just popped right up on the main page. How many people have been jailed for January 6th? Sentencing. Approximately 749 federal defendants have had their cases adjudicated and received sentences for their criminal activity on January 6th. Approximately 476 have been sentenced to periods of incarceration. The longest being Stuart Rhodes, 18 years. Peter Schwartz, 14 years. Thomas Webster, 10 years. Jessica Atkins, 8.5 years. Patrick McKaylee, 7.5 years. Kyle Young, more than 7 years. Casper, 7.5 years. Guy Riffett, more than 7 years. And it does have the read more button, but yeah, I don't know, 750 people. It pretty much sounds like a shit show to me. Cold-hearted bastard. D4, as in Delaware 4. D4 is a miss. Speaking of cold-hearted bastard, well, there's drink to celebrate and drink to forget. So, I guess I'll just drink with you. Cold-hearted bastard. As you know, Phil can't seem to catch a break. And said he's drinking a fifth. I don't know if that's good or bad. I would say that much is bad, but well, until we find out if he's celebrating or not, we should probably maybe just have some Maker's Mark. I mean, I'm not saying that Maker's Mark is bad or anything like that, but TX bourbon? Is that Texas straight bourbon? Bourbon on ice. going off of what his comment was, the bottle was full. Now it's in the glass. Okay, well, at this juncture, being that I'm not 100% sure why cold-hearted bastard is drinking, he's either celebrating or he's looking at the next chapter in his life. So far, the first couple of chapters suck, and I try to mean that, Phil, in a most positive way. Poco, rebel without a clue. Smile money. Even our forefathers are breaking the law to revolt against England. Many suffered as a result of their defiance. You know, when the South decided to have a revolution, they called it a civil war, but it was a revolutionary war fought between rival systems and opposing political ideologies. Maybe Texas and the border issue and the 25 governors supporting Texas could be the start of a revolution. I smile money. Yes, I could see that as the catalyst. Then he says Carrie Lake raised just $2.1 million in October to December 2023. Since she announced her candidacy for the Senate, I saw written, maybe she was talking about the legal fund she had going to challenge the governor's race, and she said turn back $1 million from one person. Yes, because it had strings attached. I think that she's going to raise more money as a result of releasing the video, that she couldn't have scripted it better. Smile money, are you saying that a political person possibly could have set this all up? This is where I'm agreeing with him. Keep going, baby. Get back to us in an hour with your top off. Then Smile Money sub-comment to himself, oh wait, do you know that she did prior to politics? I think she knows the news business. Oh, she's no dummy. Poco, that song is epic. Yeah, I gotta pull that down and rip a highly altered nice cupcake. I'm hungry. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. And I will expect a yay or a nay on what you think of the February TAC Pack. Crate Club. Like I said, I there's nothing in here that. First of all, Christine is telling me that everything that I use for hygiene care causes cancer now. My shampoo, so she switched to an expensive shampoo that both Lily and Jen Effer recommended. So I'm probably just after I do the it actually smells pretty good. After I do the video, I think I'll be taking that upstairs and just using it, and if I like it and it's a decent price, ingredients: water, shea butter, mango butter, coconut oil, stearic acid, vegetable glycine, sucrose, cocoa seed butter, sunflower oil, oatmeal powder, sorbitol, activated charcoal, fragrance, body safe. Not approved by the FDA for external use only. Use as directed. Discontinue use if skin irritation occurs. Like if the tip of your pee-pee hole turns flaming red, McLean, you have to switch to something else. No, I'm, of course, anybody that knows me knows I'm a big fan of these. The Ben shot glass will, you know, I have another one of those somewhere. I think I was using it a lot until I got the professional whiskey and scotch glasses. And then, of course, drinking with grandma or grandpa. Yes. Poco says, looks to be about a week's worth of food. What? Are you on crack? Maybe what was sitting on the table, but I still had double that down in there. I don't know. It's one of those things I hate for it to get wasted and hate to have to use it because bad shit went down. Maybe I can make this tomorrow. Maybe I could make it for dinner. Peelable seal. Oh, the Vitus is so good. Oh, the Just Because gun. Sharky? No, you're never gonna see it. I'm not the kind of person that likes to rub shit in, but David Brown, this is so much nicer than yours. I wouldn't want an old one. You just don't know if it's worthy of shooting. Yeah, okay. 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 Smile money? Buying Warrior Brewing. Let's see. Did you ever get a single run out of yours and Miles' moonshine operation? No. I think the plan to sell ice to Eskimos has a higher success potential. You could be right. Then he says maybe Matt's plan to become rich by collecting the bounty on prairie dogs. South Dakota was paying $5 for each prairie dog day. Of course, you had to be a resident, and maximum payout was $590, and the 7th Psalm is like $5 a round. Oh God, I wish it was. That depends. If I have to buy it, the last time I looked, which was when I had already committed to, John had already gone home and I had the rifle. It was $6.50 a round, and nobody had any in stock. But Sean Huber is in the $3 a shot for me. Of course, I was also supposed to send him. I was supposed to send him some brass, and I have done none of the above. He has the powder. It was brass and primers, and hey, it's not just your guys' shit that I'm good at procrastinating. I'm good at procrastinating for myself. Besides that, it's all stuff that costs money. The last time I looked, I could not find the brass. Primers, once again here in the Nortland, people are literally buying shit up when it comes in. I know Michael told me that he actually had to ask if they'd put some shit aside over at Superior Shooter Supply. So I don't know. I'm not worried about it really. Oh, and on a weird note, I'm actually not carrying the HK today. Today was the Smith & Wesson Performance Center, mainly because when I decided to go upstairs and get dressed to go run errands, I was on the phone with David, which is why I'm also now wondering why he's calling me again. Come on, I'm really an important person, David. So I had to tell him that I would be carrying that piece of shit Smith & Wesson Performance Center that he got rid of. And it's in Mr. Holster's holster. So that's why I also thought, I wonder if I should just carry Mr. Holster's gun, but Smart Money? Peelable seal. I thought you had some frozen baby seal that they clubbed. That's funny. That just got done here. Rich Huff says, sounds like PSA will be adding number 15 to my collection. Yes, the 10mm. Rich, my after locked and loaded shots tonight include Bamboo, Lafroig Quarter Cask, Chivas 12 Year, and Cabo Wobble. It's bedtime. You're going to have all of that? You're going to have at least 4 shots? It will be bedtime. Rich says, your basement doesn't feel cold to you or me because you and I are full of antifreeze. What are you trying to say? Smart Money says, more do than Matt? I call bullshit. EMT, get my package out. You can't see my package. Do you mean from the previous bottle ships? Why don't wait until after this one in case I win and save shipping again? Honestly, I'm not worried about my package. I know where it is. Yeah, in case you're in Duluth, you could just drive right by. Yeah, it's sitting upstairs. Part of my excuse is I need to stop giving away odd-shaped things. It's like, it's this much longer than a small box, and it's this much shorter than the next size box. But okay, I'll just keep a little note with it. Yeah, it's the knife, the 511 multi-tool / wallet / whatever you want to do with it thingy, and that handheld light. So. Plus, before this match is over, I need to freshen the pot. What I need to do is, instead of trying to remember what 3 items or what 2 items were going to go together, actually just put them in their own little boxes, saying that you could choose this, or maybe I'll just say you don't get to choose shit. This is what the bottle ship thing is this time around. But you know, if I have extra shit, I don't mind giving whoever wins a choice. Spank that ass. Rich, by the way, your new haircut is cool. Well, thanks, Rich. I just cool is right. You know, it's such a difference the amount of hair that you have. I don't understand how someone like Miles can have a full beard and mustache and the whole frickin' setup any of the year. The most I've ever done in my entire life is for a while, long before, well, not long before, but yeah, quite a while before I was ever on YouTube. Oh, shit. I had the Reichert thing, you know, and I actually, if you want to know exactly what it looked like, go watch Star Trek Next Generation. I shaved it just like Riker did. And I couldn't do that. Oh, God. Sharky, to be a sand morsel, just looking up, going, oh, I love being sand. I couldn't handle that once spring started to come around. It's like, nope, can't do it. Oh, God. EMT, begin and what? Is that supposed to be secret code for something? Then he says, hey Google, play Let's Go Fishing by Aaron Lewis.
Playing Aaron Lewis on Spotify.
And this video is not playable in 27 countries.
I found a Google Help Center article called "Video Isn't Available in My Country, Region." I sent it in a notification to your phone.
You gotta work 2 jobs and rob a bank.
Okay,
Put
Google,
food on.
stop playing the music. Not because it wasn't good, but it doesn't take long. Okay, I'm assuming that you have ultimate secret code for B as in bitch 9. What am I doing? It's a miss. I just looked at an empty hole, grabbed a red peg, and almost put it where there's. Okay. B9 is a miss. I mean, obviously I'm starting over here, but you really can't go wrong no matter what. Rich says the hydrostatic pressure under your foundation is going to float your house if you don't get your sub pump working. Smart Money says, well, it is more likely to crack the basement floor. If the floor rises, J-Dog will certainly not be able to keep from hitting his head. Rich, I might be tempted to invest in Warrior Brewing, but that would mean I would have to move to Duluth to be hands-on in the endeavor, which isn't. Are you going to burp or not? Which isn't going to happen. Wrong retirement direction. No shit. Smile Money sub-comments. Yes, but they drink more in Minnesota than they do in warmer climates. Cuts way down on trucking costs. And then he says, then again, Warrior Brewing had a good to great product. You have a guy in the lab coat that mixes 2 beers in a glass. As full disclosure, I took a Warrior Brewing beer that wasn't all that good and made it more drinkable. As a matter of fact, if I was to say start over and just do that in the founders, it'd probably be really good. As a matter of fact, no. Two different kinds of KBS. Yeah, actually the other founders is upstairs in the refrigerator, so does it mix right now is not gonna happen. How about a squeezer? Rich, yeah, I get chatty when I've had too much alcohol. Then he says, at least I'm not a mean drunk. There's that. I like Hooters. Then, yeah, like the reduced sodium one, would want to check online for a date. Weigh the stuff, probably freeze-dried stuff that lasts. The Sopak low sodium are more military-style ones where it's just cooked food in pouches. McLean, Smile Money. What's this handshake business? That's not how we show affection around here, and you know it. Smile Money says, I can respect people of different lifestyles. It is that for me, I prefer to stay on the heterosexual side of the spectrum. McLean, are those new jammy bottoms? No. Nice of you paying attention. I've worn them before. I'm not big fans of them. No matter how tight I tie the string, it even the Hellcat wants to pull my pants down. Standing in as you, McLean. And then on top of that, they have no pockets. So they're too much like jammies. Should have put this in a different glass, had it as a snit. Because I am having a filthy tonight. I was going to have it last night, but instead I brought 4 different beers upstairs and only drank 3 of them. Because I have willpower. McLean, give us a long one tonight, Eric, and a lengthy show too. McLean, free the zombie nail, Eric. Set it free. Send it to Mama. Smile Money says maybe he can get a special appearance of Dr. Pimple Popper. Dr. Lee can rip the gross nail off and make it entertaining. Oh, God. I'd have to be medicated. Wade, in your basement, everything goes a little bit funny, strange, or queer. That's why you appeal to such a big group of misfits. Heaven Hell Spirit says, God, yes. Tell you what, man, there is no grass in that outfield. G4. G4 is a misdemeanor. Heaven and Hell Spirits again. Good morning, Captain. Working this morning. You are? Or you want to know if I am? Me? No. I don't even like working much at all anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure how this next week's going to go, considering somebody's back from vacation. And all I can say is one fucking negative comment. That would still kind of suck though, because I literally have I could do 3 more weeks. I could do 3 more weeks over there on stuff I want to do. Wade, you live in the land of 10,000 lakes. Look like 10,001 is in your basement. Mm-hmm. Yes, Wade. Tom, I like the old school ARs with the carry handles. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. Tom, I guess it depends. You know, does it look like? What the hell did I even do with it? Oh. Shit falling down. Oh, come on. Tom, what did you do with the mag? I cannot walk out there with it being naked. Tom, that is just not presentable. Okay, fine. Give. Which one? This one? No, can't do that one. That one? No, can't do that one. Are you kidding me right now? Huh. Oh, Daddy almost shit himself. Hey, I like it when I clean stuff and hide stuff on myself. Okay. I guess it is what it is. I guess. No. I mean, I guess, Tom, the moral of the story is I'd rather have an AR with a dedicated upper as opposed to, you know, just putting one of these on. Look, Jeremy. It's the... Yeah. Jeremy loved this thing. He thought it was great. He wanted to keep it. So, see, Tom, I think the moral of the story is for the most part on ARs, I like running optics, even if it's just a single little red dot versus a scope or something. And as soon as you put a carry handle on it, unless of course you have like a an M16 replica, and you actually put the Colt scope on there. Now that's cool as hell. I have the bipod, thanks to Cobra, and I have the bayonet thanks to Jolson. But I've never had the actual optic. I had one that was that went on Stalker Steve's rifle. That was an all-around badass setup, but so that answers the question. I like the M16 replica. I like the whole old school mentality about it. You know, an actual A2 setup. Not a big fan of the grip, but you just can't put a Magpul grip or a Hogue grip when you're doing a setup like this. And to me, this is the absolute the cat's pajamas right here to have the tri-guard. It's just honestly, it's the only way to go. The only thing on this setup, and this one is NIHAPS, and mine is basically identical except for the go fast switch, is the charging handle is accurate to the rifle. It's just bordering on completely useless when you think about, I prefer going with a full-on ambi paddle system, and then you get this thing, which is just it's so cute, it's so tiny. Slam that bitch home. So Tom, I wouldn't argue with you at all about this look versus a screw-on. You know, it kind of depends on, you know, like when we built Mikey's rifle, we weren't sure. You know, I couldn't get an answer out of him. You know, do you want to keep this look? Is this the way it would stay forever? Or down the road, would you like to be able to take that off and actually put a scope on it because you're going to use it for doing stuff? And I never was able to get an answer out of him. So Mikey's ended up with this look, but with a removable. And of course, Cobra, he's like, and the M16 replica is in the M16 rack. And speaking of racks, look at. Okay, McLean, I think I'm stalling. The real mat. I'm actually thinking about buying a dagger or a rock. Thinking the rock though. Gonna look up some reviews before pulling the trigger. Smile Money says, nice, Matt is actually participating with us without being on camera. Welcome, sir. The fuck? And Matt says, I do that on occasion. Thinking about breech loading right now. Jolson, we need more cowbell ringing. Oh, for God! Jolson says D6. Jolson, you pissed me off. D6 is in David 6. D6 is a hit. Cobra says B10. B10 is a miss. course, you guys are kind of forced to sort of play blackout if you're gonna find the kernel. Gober says, if you're using more than the normal battleship ships, what are they?
What difference does it make?
Well, you know, ships and stuff. What do you mean? If you're using more than the normal battleship ships, what are they? Well, there's 2 carriers, which you've already killed. There's 2 submarines. 1, I don't even know what that thing is. It's like the submarine. It's a 3 spotter, and 2 of the patrol boats. The only one that didn't get used is the battleship, the 4-shot guy. So basically, it's like having 2 sets and not using 1 ship from each of the sets. Last comment, almost 2 hours ago, 41 minutes, hour and 41 minutes ago, Carrie Lake always has a seat reserved on my face. DFC, I could not agree with you more. Unless Christine's around, then I can't agree with you at all. Okay, where am I going to put Patriot Juicy Hazy IPA? Veteran owned, veteran brewed. Art by Daryl G, U.S. Air Force vet. Daryl? I'm sorry, I don't mean to. If you can't have something, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. I'm just gonna go that route, I guess. As far as, I mean, look at the work that Charlie did. I mean, this isn't like Charlie tracing something back here. I'm sorry, all the beer's in the way. I mean, this gift from Matt and Charlie, that was like literally all hand drawn. I love how he added the Enterprise in there. Just a brilliant. Okay, so on the E-scale, it kind of stays true to an IPA. It's not real fruity. It does have the drier, bitter finish. Kind of almost like a roasted caramel. Like when I take a higher octane beer and let it rest for a year. Would I ever get it again? No, absolutely not. Is it going to be available for long? Probably not. Unless Rich reconsiders and purchases. Was a 4-pack. I'll probably give the other 2 to Matt. So I'm going to give it a 6.5. Oh my, do you see what I see? Filthy mix sitting in the fridge, waiting for me to put it in my mouth. Settle down, McLean. I guess I'll just... Seems though there's only 2 comments, there really isn't much beer needed for the club. Okay, we've arrived. The one I wouldn't fuck. Okay? Are you happy? I think I picked this because of the car. I mean, bag it and tag it. You know what I mean? Hang on, I gotta fix this. Oh, solid choice. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers. The review is on. And Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, both of you. And to do my due diligence, Christine's show tonight is, her guest is going to be Danielle, and they're going to be talking about GMO. So, Smile Money, get your rebuttals in. Get in the chat room and make friends, like you're known to do. McLean, would you like to watch her put the wiener in her mouth, or what? Okay, just double checking. Probably gonna... Nope. Need to finish this because I need to add a little zesty vodka to this, and bring it upstairs. I even bought some Italian hot peppers and some green olives to go with this. Not this, the filthy. Okay. See you tomorrow. And okay, I ruled these 2 out. I'll save these for reviews with Matt. So now it's a Sunday. Fun day Sunday. We had a 11.9, 12%. You know, anybody that made it this far to the club, I got a question for you. What would you like to see me review tomorrow? I am going to put the heaviest hitters. Let me just double check where everybody... I know these are all frickin' way up there. What does it mean when the lowest octane one is a 10%? Holy shit. No, 9.5. Sorry, 9.5. Of the ones. 9.5, 10, 11, both of those are 11, 12, 11.9, and the Russian Imperial Stout is 13%. So I am simply going to ask you, do you want me to review number 1? This is the Phase 3 peanut butter marshmallow Imperial Stout. Number 1, that's 11.9. Number 2 is the Manhattan Shine at 12%. This is an amber ale with black cherry and orange flavors and caramel color. That's number 2. That's 12%. And the top dog is number 3 at 13%. So I am going to review whatever one has the highest count, which means I'm going to have to look at the damn comments carefully so I get the right order. But tell me, do you want to see me review number 1, number 2 or number 3. And whatever ones you don't choose, I'm just going to throw away, and we're never going to see those ones again. I am just kidding. Cheers.